Hey y'all, what's up? It's Joy and I'm coming at you with an update. Is it recording? Yeah, okay. So I'm coming at you with an update on my weight loss. And so I did a video like a while ago, and I was just updating you all with like on Ally and on what I was doing. So in that video, I did say that I was not taking Ally anymore. I had been off of Ally for weeks before I had even did that video, and nothing wrong with Ally. It worked great because you do see that it does work because of the side effects. You know, it's just there's no denying. But I'm just like. I was like super inconsistent with that, so I did stop. And what happened was I just kind of basically motivated myself, got the willpower, and just started losing the weight on my own accord. And it was just the old-fashioned way, basically proper diet and exercise. And so what I did it in steps and I did it in levels. I started off with adjusting my diet and just kind of making sure that what I'm eating was the main focus before I started doing anything else. And so I did that for about a month and a half and just focusing on eating right, cutting out a lot of carbs. Now, I don't do zero carbs, and it's not like I'm low carbing on purpose. It's just like you have to think about it. Carbs are very fattening, and you know I just started using substitutes for the carbs, and so I cut out drinking juices and all that kind of stuff, which I really rarely did anyways. I only drink water. I only drink tea. I incorporated more veggies. I just ate veggies. So I would substitute having a side of like a starch or a carb for a veggie, and I would eat. I don't necessarily eat pork, so I didn't have that, but I would eat turkey, chicken, fish, and I would still eat beef and all that kind of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I do indulge. I do, at this point, I eat candy. I love pretzel M&Ms. If you get a bag of those, it's 150 calories per bag. And I mean, that's you know, it's 150 calories, like, you know, for a bag of candy is not that bad when you think about it. A little bite-sized bar of like a Payday or a Snickers damn near is 90 calories to like 100 and something calories. So the pretzel M&Ms is pretty good, and it gives me that treat effect, you know. So it satisfies those sweet cravings and all that kind of stuff, and the craving or the urge to cheat. I do eat and indulge on candies, and it's not like I don't eat carbs at all. I will eat some rice. I will eat some potatoes. I will eat corn starch. I will, you know, I'll eat that stuff, but I won't eat as much of it as I did. So definitely portion control has to be at the top, in the forefront of your mind when you are trying to lose the weight. And so after a couple of months of just focusing solely on my diet, which I do practice intermittent fasting also. Don't you know cuss me out about intermittent fasting or anything like that. I love the Hodge twins, and it works, and it really does work. And you know, don't knock it until you try it. And if you're not interested in trying it, don't you know, try to put your 2 cents in on it, because I'm not going to change what I'm doing that's working for me, because, you know, some people might disagree with it. It is what it is. It works. So I do have it. My eating window is anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, depending on what day it is. On the weekends, I do indulge a lot more than throughout the week. Throughout the week, I'm a lot stricter on myself. I do keep a plan of food on a daily basis. I do prepare my meals the day before for my next day. I do write it down. I don't have like a running journal, but I do sometimes on, whether it's a Post-it note, whether it's just a notepad that I have, because I just carry around a lot of notepads. Whatever it is, I will jot it down. I might take a picture with my phone because I may not always carry that journal or that piece of paper. I may lose it, so I do try to snap a picture and just keep in mind that that is what I'm going to be eating for the day. And I kind of I'll make notes on it, maybe about the calories, and maybe if I didn't eat one thing or did eat another or added something in there, but I'm always mindful of what I'm taking in throughout the day. And then, so of course, after a couple of, like a month and a half, 2 months of just focusing solely on my diet and getting that right, and after losing the weight or some weight and noticing the change, like in my clothes, how they fit, and I did weigh myself at one point. I weighed myself in August. I think it was August the 17th. It is now November the 14th. I was up like 187 in August. I'm now 167, well 168 when I weighed myself, but 167. It was like 167.5, and the little decimals, whatever. But so. Success for me. So after that, I did incorporate the gym. I've always had a membership to a gym. LA Fitness Bally's. Bally's was LA Fitness. LA Fitness bought Bally's out. So it's one down the street from my house. And so it's about a mile away. So before I started going in there, I just started incorporating more activities into my day. And so I would walk 2 to 4 miles a day, whether it was 2 miles in the morning, 2 miles in the evening, 3 miles and then a mile, whatever. I would walk it on a daily basis, sometimes twice a day, 2 mile, and really it would be no less than 2 miles a day is where I was at, and that I did that for about a month. And then I started going to LA Fitness, and I would walk over there, and that was my 1 mile there and my 1 mile back. I took my mile walks to and from as a warm up. And so when I would go into the gym, I would just go straight into doing our arms, upper body, lower body, whatever it was for that day. Usually my gym schedule, or I was unemployed for about 5 months. My job had laid us off, and so I was off for about 5 months. And so that's what really, I think, added to me being able to focus on my health. I'm not going to say I think it is, because at a point I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to sit on my ass and not do anything, especially when I have all this free time. So now I am working. I did just get a job, big time, and now it's awesome. I started this Monday, so I just finished my week. Today is Saturday. Finished my first week on yesterday, and so I'm ready to dive in. But that's a whole other right there. But yeah, it's wonderful. But that's why I log what I eat, because I know that working is a trigger, especially when you have that time and you have shops to go to that have candies and chips and cookies and cakes and pies. You have all these restaurants. They have 30 restaurants in the building. Have all these little places that you can go to that just sends off the alarm of, I want to eat everything that I see, and I want to try every single thing. And so I have to make sure that I'm staying focused and keep my mindset on my goal. And so I do journal, and it does help. Just write it down. It does help. My gym routine, usually on like my arms day, I focus on biceps, triceps, I do machines, and I'll do maybe my back and abs, and just really anything focusing on the upper body, and then the core, of course. And then on leg day, quads, glutes, hams, and then I definitely hit abs, and maybe on another day I may do it back. But I always try to focus on like arms, chest, arms, abs, on something that's related, something that's by each other. But I do go. I was doing Monday through Friday when I was off, and so I would just switch off days where I would have Mondays arms, Tuesdays legs, Wednesday cardio rest day for real. Thursday arms, Friday legs, Saturday, Sunday off. Now I've been doing Tuesday, Thursdays in the gym, Tuesdays arms, Thursdays legs, but walking on every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday outside of that, just because I had been kind of tired and trying to get back into the flow of work, and so I didn't want to burn myself out. And that's one thing, that's why it's best to take it in steps, because it's so easy to burn yourself out on it. You don't want to, dive into it too much. It unmotivates you, and you won't want to do it because you're just overloading yourself. So it's best to take it in steps. Other than that, this is an update. I don't ever show like a full body, so I can put up like a before and after picture on that post, or like on that front cover or whatever, because I don't know how to do it in a video. I got an iPad. I can't. Whatever. Yeah, but outside of that, where am I at on my time? I have 10 minutes. Look, so that's what it is. I'm coming down. I slimmed down. Look at my arms, though. I'm not happy with that. So I still got work to do. But I'm happy with where I am right now, especially with the full weight loss and everything. It's just I have been successful in it, so I am happy. But I do know that there are things that I need to work on. This pooch right here, this pooch right here, and these two pooches. But other than that, I'm gonna slow on down, because I don't want to just lose every little bit that I got, because I be seeing that I'm losing every little bit. I used to have a little bit more right there, but I guess I gotta do that one machine when you put your legs and you doing like this, and they say don't look at nobody when you doing that. But I be looking at, no, I don't look at nobody, but I am aware that it might be some eyes, some little side eyes, and all that kind of stuff whenever I'm in the gym. That's one thing I do hate, because in the morning when I was off, I could go to the gym and it would be fine, like 10, 11 o'clock. There wasn't a lot of people in there. But then now I get to go in the evenings, and I mean it goes from cool people to downright assholes in the gym at the 5 o'clock. I swear, that's when you have the gym rats in there, the chicks that just showing their ass just because. That's fine. But then you had the dudes in there, one dude came by me. I was doing like the tricep thing, whatever. So he was right there by me. He was working out on another one. So then when his buddies came or whatever, and then so they're talking, and he's like, well, yeah, I didn't want to use that one because, people go like this when they're supposed to go like this. And I'm just thinking like you're gonna subtweet me? You're gonna, come on now, dog. Don't do that to me. And I'm just like, ugh, you ugly anyways, and you bald head. Dog, I was just saying, if you're bald head, that's fine. I had no people that are bald head, men that are handsome and bald head. Anyways, I'm just like, it's some jerks in there in the evening. But as long as I put my headphones on and I'm blasting my music, I see nothing but me. So just if you do have not insecurities, but reserves, whatever the word is, reservations on going to the gym, don't even worry about it, because they started from where you was, and now they assholes, and in a couple of months you're going to be an asshole too with them. But other than that, I'm out of here. I'm not going to the gym today. I'm going to eat me some jerk soup. Today. And I'm going to be on my way. I'm going to go see that one movie with that girl, the European chick, the singer, and the guy, the South African guy, dude. All of the lights, turn off the lights. This is about the lights, beyond the lights. But I'm going to go see that. So with that being said, I'm out of here.